Alright, so in this video what we're going to be doing is going over dimensioning this whole entire block right here, which is the truck wheel. Basically you need to have it open onto your document, so you should have all of your 6 views here, 2 section views, and then your normal 4 views here. With that one, here let me get this deleted really quickly because I forgot to delete them for my demo. Anyways, we're going to start off with the thing that is most commonly forgotten, which is center marks and center lines. So we'll zoom into the front view here. To do the center marks on this one, it is annotate. And we're going to go to all the pluses right here, which is center pattern. And the first thing that you click on is the circle that it all spins around. So we're going to grab this bigger circle right here, puts in the center mark. And we're going to start at a common spot, so I'm going to start at the top. I'm going to go in some sort of pattern, and that's either counterclockwise or clockwise, doesn't really matter. I'm going counter, so I start at the top. I'm going to go to this one, I'm going to go to the bottom one, and then I'm going to go to the beginning top one, right click, and hit create, and it'll add that pattern in. From there, we're going to go up to the top up here. We have 3 center lines to add in, so we're going to go center line bisector, which is directly above it. I'm going to grab this hidden line and this one. That's the center line all the way through the whole entire thing. It's also the center line for this smaller hole, which is this one right here. We have this curve here, so we're going to grab the straight line of that curve, and this curve here, straight line. Do the same thing on the opposite side. To double check that these actually are the center lines, what you can do is zoom out, grab the end of them, and pull them all the way down, and you'll notice it goes through the center down here. So that's one thing to double check for that. And then if you want to pull it back up, it is just Control Z, and it'll go back there. This side over here, we're going to do the same thing. Center line bisector, long lines, goes through the center. These two right here and here will share the same one. So that is this curve and this curve. And then the top one is this one and that curve. Again, just to double check, grab this one. I can pull this all the way across. Goes through the center of that one, goes through the center of that one. And hit Control Z. Now, that's the most commonly thing forgotten. That would be 3 points here, 3 points here, and then this would be 4 points. So right there is 11 points on this drawing if you were to accidentally forget any of that kind of stuff. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to add these the dimensions to the holes themselves and this pattern. So if we looked at our drawing right here, we need to add the 86, we need to add this 23.72 and 23.8, and also this 3 times 22 core equally spaced. To add those, we're going to go to dimension. We're going to click on this pattern circle that we did, and I'm going to do it down here at the bottom. I'm just going to bring it out over here to the bottom right. Click there. For the inner circle, I'm just going to click on the hole right there, bring it out this way, and I'm going to place it somewhere right in here. So I'm just going to click here. And for the hole right here, click. If it is in radius like mine is, what you can do is right click, go to dimension type, and click diameter. If it is already in diameter, you don't have to worry about that. And I'm going to click up here. First things first, we're going to edit this one at the top, so we're going to double click on it. We're going to go precision tolerance and change it to 0 decimals, because it is just a 22 diameter. Then we're going to go to text. We're going to click behind the text, which is this greater than, less than sign. We're going to go to the front of that, and we are going to type, we're going to type 3 space capital X. You may want your caps lock left on. And then in the back here, we're going to hit space, type in core, hit enter, equally, enter again, spaced. Then we hit OK. And that looks exactly like it does on our document right here. 3x, diameter 22, core equally spaced, everything looks fine. Right here we have 23.72 to 23.8 is how big that hole can be into the center. Currently we only have 23.8, so you're going to double click on it. You're going to go precision tolerance, and I did explain that that was a tolerance. So that is a linear tolerance because they are in a line. So we're going to go limits linear, gives us an upper limit and a lower limit. The lower one is the smaller dimension, which in this case would be 23.72. And we hit OK. 23.72 to 23.8 on that one. Let's go over here to the right view. We're going to hit dimension. We're going to click on this end dot there to the bottom end dot. Bring it out. It's 50. Top line, bottom line, is 133. We're going to grab vertical line here to vertical line here, gives us 34. And vertical line here to vertical line here, gives us 44. Down here, we're going to go to the center dot. We're going to go out here to the vertical line, should give us 22. And then we do have a 17, we'll add that one when we get up to the top view. We're going to hit escape a few times. 34, I want to sit inside of here, so I'm going to double click on it. Go to 0 decimals, moves it inside. We're going to hit OK. For the 50, I need a diameter in front of it, so I'm going to double click on it. Go to text, click behind it, arrow key over, and then right here is a bunch of different symbols. In this top 3 grayed out, there's a diameter there, or there is a diameter there. Either one will work. I'm going to click on the top one and hit OK. You'll notice that the diameter signs kind of look a little bit different. I believe this other one looks more similar, which it does. Again, doesn't really matter. They're both diameter symbols. And that's all we should need for this side. Please go up to the top view. We only have one dimension, so dimension. This horizontal line to the center. There is our 17 measurement that comes from the document. So if we look at this document, 17 is right there, 34, we have 44, we have 133, we have the 50, and then we have this 22 right here. So for the rest of this, we are going to go over to the section view over here. We're going to add a couple of them. So please hit dimension. We're going to go down here and we're going to go to this one. So this line right here to this bottom one. I'm going to take that out this way for a ways. And that's 60.5, which is half of 121. So that's the radius actually instead of diameter, but it's the easiest place. So get a solid line to a solid line versus a dashed line to a dashed line, which doesn't really work. We need the thickness of this from side to side. So I'm going to click on this side and this side. Gives us 10. Double click on it. Take 2 decimals off just to kind of make it match and fit a little bit better. From there we need the 16, so we still need to be on diameter. That's this bottom line right here. What we're going to do is zoom in. We have this angle line coming up. We're going to click on the end dot of that. Zoom out. You'll notice that it says 15.57. If we double click on it, take it to 0 decimals, it now says 16. So a cheating method of getting what we need to for that. From there, we're going to go ahead and hit OK. I need you to zoom in right here to where this lip is, and we're going to get the curve. If you click on the dots, this won't work. You got to click on the curve. Click on that. We're going to move that up here out of the way. And we're going to go to this side, the right side, and get the other curve right here. Bring that out this way. Click on both of those, one at a time, and make them 0 decimals. 0 decimals. R2 we'll double click on again. We'll go to text, go in front of it, do 6 space, capital X space. Hit OK. That's all that we need for that one. The R3, I'm going to double click, go in front of it. You're going to go 6 space X space, again capitalize. However, on the drawing on this one, that 6X R3 has multiple arrows, so we're going to do that next. Here is that 6X radius of 2. So we'll come back here. We're going to grab leader text, and we're going to, I'm going to fix this. I'll fix it later. Different one, doesn't matter. Right here, we have a curve. This is one of them that I was pointing at, so you're going to click there. Put the arrow in. I'm going to come down here to where these shoulders kind of meet and zoom in the best that I can, like really close. Get those shoulders to meet up like that. Click once, right click, continue. When it asks you to type something, you just hit OK. Zoom out, go to the other curve, click, come down here, zoom in as close as I can to that shoulder. Click again, right click, continue, and hit OK. Don't need any text. There are the 3 arrows pointing at that. What I was going to fix is this. I may or may not end up doing that. If I have to move it, though, that shoulder gets out of the way. Could delete it, redo it. I'm not going to worry about it right now. Last thing we need to do is grab this, pull this in so it's not covering that, but it is as close as it possibly can get to that. Double click on it. Put an R in front of it, a capital R. It stands for radius. click off, and there is the 100%, as long as nothing's hitting on borders. All of this has more room. I can grab this one. I could move it up a little bit higher, so I have a little bit more room. I might do the same thing with this. This could go a little bit lower. Make sure your name is here, and truck wheel is right here. But otherwise, that is the whole entire demo on this part.